working? Okay, we're working. Cool, cool, cool. Hey guys, I'm glad that you're here. Welcome in. Now it is time to do the blue sky side of the compliment stream. So this is the situation. um, I split the stream in half in the hopes that it would make me not talk for 3 hours straight, thus trashing my voice and lungs because of ye old asthma. Hey, welcome back. Now you get to see the other side of the community. Um, and yeah, the point is that it was to make me not talk for 3 hours straight. But yesterday we did a lore PowerPoint where I proceeded to explain a whole bunch of Symphonia and Mysterica's background lore, and then I proceeded to explain Art Fight, so I still talked for 3 hours straight. Um, I don't mind. I just thought it was funny. Um, and this time, you guys, snuck some ones in on me pretty late, so I got more than I thought I did. I don't know how many we're up to. I think we're up to like 30. Which still is pretty good. And we have to do the palette memes tonight. Dude, it's okay. Um, if you have a headache, you don't have to be here. It's all good. Um, dude, like I said, the VOD will be there. If you're not feeling, um, if you're not feeling up to it either, you don't have to be here. It's all good. The VOD will be there, I promise. I will post the VOD tomorrow morning. Um, Once it has uploaded to ye old YouTubes. I do hope that you both feel better though. Like, um, but I don't know if we're gonna get to doodling tonight. Um, but we'll see. Because, like I said, there's a lot more on this side. And there's the palette to get through. I might switch it next month and do the palette with the Discord community because that was a lot less, unless you guys decide to join my Discord, which you are welcome to and encouraged to. It's lots of fun. The link to do so is in my About page on Twitch, and it's in my bio on Blue Sky. So you guys are all welcome to join the Discord community, where I did a little mini tour of the Discord on live last night. So you're welcome to come hang out with the crew. Hey, welcome. So this is June's side of the compliment stream for Blue Sky. I'm gonna clarify it again because I did have some people comment on it this month. Even though this is month 2, I've written it in a row. The no snakes rule is because I have a really bad phobia. Like, I will cry. So, that's why that's there. You guys are welcome to, you know, like the things you like. But since I have to stare at these for a very long time and I zoom in a lot, I can't do that with something that I have a, like, crying level phobia of. That's why that rule is there. So, okay. That's last month's. This post too also contains a link to join the Discord server. I'm once again going to encourage you guys to please come hang out with us. I appreciate you being here, Mew. Like I said, you guys can lurk. You guys can just, like, chill. It's fine. I know I've had some of you guys tell me you use my stuff for, like, ASMR or body doubling, and you just kind of, like, lurk and hang out while I yak, and that's super cool. You guys do that, too. This is this month's... Oh, I didn't post a thing! I made more stuff for June, and I didn't post it. I'll do it after stuff. And this is the palette of the month. But yeah, I encourage people to play with the palette of the month. Okay, so the first person we're getting to is Matt. Um, you posted first, so you come up first. We're very pink this time. Here is my long-awaited artwork of Edward, my very first Splatoon OC from 5 years ago. Also Caroline's boyfriend. Yes, you gave him to me. It took me days to get this complete, but now I can finally share it for the event. Um, I remember Caroline, so I can see. I love this pose. This pose is A plus. Um, I love his little form. We're very pink. You're always very expressive in your work. Always very expressive. You're also like very detailed. Like look at how detailed these shoes are, dude. You're also very fun with how you do backgrounds. I really do like this. I like this a lot. But you're also really good at aquatic work, so like it makes sense and completely tracks in my brain that you're really good at those forms too. And I love the like pink blue combination palette. That is absolutely goated. Um, okay, scroll down. Did I kill the thing? There. I'm there. I'm there. I'm good. We good. Um, yeah, that is a very fun expression. It's a very fun pose. It has a lot of life and energy into it. Um, I include my Splatoon OC's squid form in case if the inkling forms are admitted a little difficult to get right. Dude, you do the inkling forms pretty freaking awesome. Like I said, I've only played the first game and it's been a hot minute since I have played Splatoon, but when I did play it back in the day, it was one of my favorite games. Um, and no, like I like how you did the shine on that. I always love how like you put so much into the background, but the background doesn't become distracting from the characters in front of it. Um, so no, I'm so glad that you gave him to me because I did in fact ask for him last time when you gave me his girlfriend. So I'm glad that you gave me this one next time. Also, I mentioned this yesterday with the Discord version of this for the Discord community. Um, Once again, you guys did the same thing, and I will admit, a lot of the people I saw doing this are the people in my Discord community. So I'm just once again throwing out saying how much I freaking love you guys. Um, you guys complimented and hyped up and just boosted the shit out of each other like crazy, and I love to see it. It warms my little heart to see you guys just support each other like nuts on these shares, despite the fact that I don't say anything, which is very hard for me, mind you. Because I'm gonna say it to you out loud. It's the only reason that I don't interact with your posts, is because I'm gonna say it to you out loud. And then the character limit can't stop me. So like, see, yeah, I'm good, right? I'm so glad at like how wholesome and supportive and just loving and caring this community that I have been blessed with is. So thank you guys for that. Oh, this one I did stare at for a minute, I admit it. Volty. Hi, thank you for doing this and tagging me. This time I'm gonna share a piece of concept art from a personal project I'm currently working on about a kid discovering a strange altar of a forgotten god. Hope your health is treating you better lately and take care. I got new meds for my asthma, so we're starting on new meds. But it is steadily improving. Okay, we definitely gotta zoom in. Volty's work requires zooming in 24/7. Cause see, look at this. This is all textured brushes, but you can't see that unless you zoom in. All of Volty's work is always just this beautiful texture. Yes, Volty's art is always just immaculate, gorgeous. And like, I talk about the line art all the time, but I will never shut up about it. It's just gorgeous. I love Volty's line art. Cause it's like so delicate. And I don't, it's just, oh, that's really pretty. I love the color combination. This does give me the, like, the god feel. Oh, look at how they did the flames. Those flames are really cool. And see, like, Volty also does this thing where they'll just use the line in a color to create that depth of the background. I think that shit's so fucking cool. And I love the frame that got created. These candles, holy shit. These candles are fucking bad. Wow. And look at how they used the textured brushes to make. Zoom in more. Oh yeah, ooh, now we get the texture real good. Yeah. Look at how they use the textured brushes to make this lighting. And to make the lighting around the flames. That's fucking cool as shit. Like, you can really see it reflect and not be like a perfect harsh line because it is the way that the lights would move. Right? The blues and the yellows. It is one of their most beautiful pieces. Like, don't be wrong, I love all their art, and I love it when they use black and white, and they're really good at purple. They use purple a lot. They've given me a lot of purple. So I was very excited to get a different color, not because I'm sick of the other ones, but just because I wanted to see what they could do with it. These candles, too, though, and, like, look at how they did the light bounce and reflection onto the other candles from the surrounding area. This is fucking sick as shit. And, like, they used that line art that they do in another color that helps bring in the, like, that the candle wax is melting. Dude, this is sick as shit. And the little tiny, like, so it's more prominent over there. The little tiny flickers of light that are around the candles. Dude, this is cool as shit. This is sick as fuck. I love this. This is fantastic. This. The colors and how, like, the pink and the purple and the oranges and everything all blend together to create this image. And that's the thing. Like, it's very powerful, and that's a super cool focal point when you look at it out. And then when you zoom in, you start to see, yeah, that rough paper feel. You get to, like, get all of that rough paper texture. It's the good stuff. Every time Volty comes in, it's the best stuff. I always love seeing your work. Thank you. Welcome to the party. I'm always happy you're here. Yay! Okay, we are to Fruits of Villa. Cool. Did add it, so I don't have to say it again. Thank you so much for hosting, Kira. I always love joining your streams. I'm always happy you're here. Here's a recent drawing / fan art of Chibi Robo and Television. Puns. I love puns. I've been playing Chibi Robo on my Nintendo Switch 2, and it's pretty fun. By the way, for those who don't know me, I drew this on my computer mouse and keyboard. Yeah. Everything Fruits does, they do purely with their computer mouse. They draw entirely 100% with their mouse. So anything you see them do, they're a mouse artist. This is you gave me texture this time. We got texture this week, see? Ooh, that beautiful texture in the background. Now I'm gonna admit, I don't know these characters. It's been a hot minute since I've picked up a video game console. Drawing with a mouse is a lot of practice. Yeah. Mouse and trackpad work, it's a lot of practice. I used to draw with a mouse when I was a kid, so I still just respect the shit out of it. I know how much work it is. And they always have their stuff is, like, the lines are so straight and clean and even, and no, they did this. I don't know these characters, admittedly, but I want to know them. It's definitely something my brain's going, should I check this out now? Should I look it up? Admittedly, I haven't played video games on console in a hot minute because I do everything on Steam and I stream it for you guys. But no, I love how they did the plug I love all the line art. I love that there is the duplicated shadow behind everything. I love this font. And this, again, Kira with the weird compliments. Your signature and how you do things, your little like logo that you made, awesome. I don't know why, it just makes my brain happy, but it does. It's a very legible font, but it's a very memorable font that makes my brain go, hey, that's you. And I like the little arms, and I like how you did the faces and the expressions. This texture that you put in the background is making my brain very, very happy. It like does enough that it breaks up the base blue of the background from the characters. And yet, right, it does. It makes me want to do a logo. I also love that you used the color that you made by the shadow behind them. The same that you used for the border all the way around it. It like unifies it in a very, very good way. You also did this like, I don't know if you meant to do this in a visual loop, but you did do it in a visual loop that like no matter where your eye starts in the piece, you will move in a loop around it. Because if you start here, the body, it leads you like this to come down and lead back up. Like if you start here, you lead down and go back around. Like no matter how your eye functions, you still work in a loop that takes you through the whole picture. And A+ on that. Good job. Oh, okay. I'm gonna take that as a pre-yelling at me. Yippee the compliment live stream again. Cannot remember if GIFs are okay. Of course they are. Or not. So I'll post a frame and the GIF under it. Thank you so much for doing these as always, Kira. You really do make the community much more lively of a place with your presence. Also, please hydrate. We're gonna take that as me being reminded to drink something. Yeah. Dude, hold on, let me scroll down, because I did get the moving one. Yeah, see, it moves. Yeah, we have stars. We have a shooting star and twinkling in the constellations. Unfortunately, the GIF, I don't think I can make big, so I do need this to be able to make it big. But, like, I love the texture in your work. I've always loved the texture in your work. I love how you used the background and the visual leading lines. This leads you down and then you go up and you follow the loop. That puts your eyes in a visual triangle. See, you can see it like this. It puts your eyes in a visual triangle to guide you. And this isn't flat, so it loops you up like this. So it also helps pull the viewer's vision where you want it to go. And that's expert composition. I love the green. Oh, I know what you did, because this was you said that you, there's a bit of context in alt, but basically they made this piece for VGen's May Challenge. They're doing a collab with Fur Affinity so I thought I'd get both of their mascots together. Don't forget that drink, asthma friend. Yes, I drink water, I promise. Yeah, I love the colors that were used. I love, like, the blue tones that were put in the grass. That's not what I wanted you to do. And I love how, like, the same thing you did with the piece that you put up in Discord, that you used strokes to create the background. And there's really not that much detail in them, but when you zoom out, your brain kind of fills it in, so you don't really need it to be there. Yeah, the highlight on the bracelet and the tied string, it's the little details are there, and it's beautiful. So no, this one's really good. I like it, and the perspective in it is freaking great. Mara is here. This is a wonderful opportunity. I'm offering this piece of my D&D character, Simone. Okay, hold on. I need to zoom in because I have shit to say. That fucking violin, though. Holy shit. That violin is fucking awesome. Oh yeah, like, the stance is beautiful. We'll get to that. But we need to talk about the detailing that got put into this violin. Like, I'm in love. This is beautiful. See, I'm also glad we're zoomed in too, though, because there's lots of itty-bitty hatching going on in here. Here, we can zoom in again. There's itty-bitty hatching that got put in, and I don't know if you used a textured brush to do that. It looks like you did, but still to go in and, like, manually put that in with your textured brush so that you could put that in so the hatching is all there, that's a lot of work, my friend. And yeah, that violin's fucking sweet. But like this, hold on, zooming out. These are excellent hands. I love this character's stance. I love how you used their wings to visually balance the picture. And what I mean by that is if you divide the picture in half in your brain, there's a thing in art called visual weight. And it's how heavy one side of the picture feels versus the other. They would normally have us do it in quadrants of 4 when I was in college. And they would tell you to visually balance the picture. So like if I put the grate on it, so it's half in the middle, half from up and down, each section carries the same amount of like material in it, so it's visually balanced. Nothing makes it feel lopsided. So it's very pleasing to the eye that you did it like that. Now zoom in things because I can see it better when I'm like this. The way you used texture right here to just barely suggest that there's clouds there is fucking beautiful. So you can see it when you really focus and you look at it when it's zoomed out. You can barely see the suggestion that there's clouds there. That's fucking cool. And like, see, you put the details in here. That's a wonderful skull. You put all the little cross hatchings and everything into it. I like how you used that cross hatching brush, that textured brush to make the light. I also like that you put in all the lacing here. There's actually lots of little details in this. And like the little details you slid into the belt buckle and the little details you slid into the belt. This is really cool, actually. This is fucking badass. I'm also just in love with that violin. Che is here. I think this is the first time they've been here. Hey Kira, thank you for this. This is my Amazing Digital Circus OC LO. I'm gonna be honest right now, once again, something I have not watched. My brain tells me I should, have not got to it. Gonna be honest. Now, I am very happy you're here. I'm gonna request next time, please put alt text on your image so it is easier to read. Based on Tightrope Walker, can be sweet but assertive, competitive, stubborn, and extremely petty, likes crochet, paintball, baking, jogging, dislikes bugs, things with holes or weird pattern, long hallways, jacks, parentheses, sometimes, slime hair like an umbrella. Oh yeah, this is absolutely adorable. I love the color scheme. I also love that you put it right here. I think the slime hair is super freaking cute. I think the outfit is cute. I think the blue and brown goes together very well. I love the like milky honey tones, and I know you said to someone else in the comments that she is not based on honey, but you thought it was adorable that she was, and I'm admit that that's what I thought first too. Um, Definitely thought she was based on honey. Um, um, I think she's adorable. Um, I do like the little umbrella hat. Um, I like that you also put in the corner. Um, okay, thank you. We're doing it. You can probably hear my knuckles crack. Um, um, I also like that you put her expressions of her eyes in the bottom corner. I also love that you can convey so much attention, emotion with her eyes, and you literally are only using white in an outline. That's awesome. Um, hey, we're here. So we're to Salapon. Um, thanks for hosting. Uh, Thanks for hosting, and I hope the new format is easier on your voice. Like I explained, we tried, and I kind of tanked myself on that. But we'll try again next month. I'll put a pencil piece of 2 photos, um, of my luckless OCs, Pat and Cindy, um, before they met a cruel. Yeah, their fate is rough. I also don't get to see your pencil work very often. Normally it's gel pen. So this is cool that I get to see your pencil, and you put so much detail into this. Um, you have a way about like creating light with negative space. You have a way of like creating light with value. Um, cause this is a Midsummer Night's Dream. Um, and like you can see the stage light, and it's just the outline, like suggestion that the stage light, because the lighting is so bright that you wouldn't be able to see the full form. um yeah, this is pencil, like IRL. Like this is traditional. Almost all their work is traditional. Normally they work with like gel pen and black paper. Like seriously, their work just blows my mind all the time. um and yeah, like see sketchy, this is traditional, this is pencil. um and like again, you didn't put as much detail into the background behind them, so it doesn't take away from them, but the detail is still there enough to create the environment. um and I love how you made it look like photographs on a table. um and I love how you did the short hair. I always love how you draw faces. Like, I just love how you draw faces, and I love how you draw noses and eyes. Um, and I really like how you drew her lips and her nose. Like, I love how you drew her face. I also love the, like, attention to the cheekbones. You don't see a lot of people do that in a character, and I really like that that's there. I also just like how you draw the clothes hanging on the body. Like, it's not part of the body, it's hanging on top of the form. And I love how I love how you use hatching and shading. Just like I love how these lines aren't straight because the fabric would be looped around, so it wouldn't be straight, it'd be pulling. Um, yeah. Your attention to detail on things, and like the itty bitty things, are always just gorgeous. I'm very excited that I got to see your pencil work. You're good at everything you use. Right? The stage light. It's like the suggestion of the stage light. Like, it's there, but it's not enough to take away, and you don't need to see the full form of it because the light is so bright. It's beautiful. Okay, we are to Cold Rose, who has written right in their name that they're hosting their first Draw This in Your Style, so maybe go check that out. Thanks for hosting. This is my OC Rosie. She's a witch. Oh, that's right. She's a witch. I used my computer mouse to draw her. So this was done too with the computer mouse. Um, I love seeing mouse work. Like, it's not a lost. She's super cute too. It's not a lost art. She's super cute. Um, I love her tie. I love the detail you put on her tie. I love the pink nails. See, look, you even put the details in on the bag. I love the boots. I love all these hearts that you have going around it too. Hearts and sparkles. Um, we're gonna talk about it too because I talk about it all the time. The texture. I love texture. Um, I also love how the sparkles are part of it but not taking away from her. Um, I love I love the dot the polka dot leggings going on. I love that you have the little pocket square in the pocket. I love all the detail you put into the belt. I'm also always big on like colored line art. I love colored line art. I love her hair. I love her bright pink eyes and her pink lipstick. Her makeup is awesome. Um, yeah, no, she's friggin' cool. I'm also really proud of you for doing this with your computer mouse. It's not easy. Yeah, it does. It feels like a photo shoot. It's not easy to draw with your mouse. It's also even more intimidating to even think about doing it with your mouse nowadays because it's not the only option. So the fact that that's the avenue you decided to go down, props to you, my friend. Excellent work. Do you have your draw this in your style up? Yeah. First post is their very first draw this in your style. So if you go to their page, they're doing their draw this in their style. Um, so go check that out. Um, Sarah, I love it when Sarah shows up. Um, Thank you for the art share. I don't think I have shared my fluffy dragon yet, so here it is. I'm gonna also say this because I do read the comments despite the fact I don't say anything. It was stated that no, you cannot pet the dragon. It would probably eat you. Um, Creature concept Northern Dragon. Oh, did you give me a whole spiel? You did. Cool. A white dragon sits on a snowy tundra plain. Black rocks litter the ground, and gray clouds cover the skies, which are gray with blizzard clouds. Beneath the dragon's front claw is a human skull. The dragon has folded pterodactyl-like wings with hairy claws for fingers. Its back legs are also fluffy and look much like talons of a snowy owl. 3 horns grow out of the dragon's head, 2 short ones from the back and 1 longer, forked one at the center. The tail ends in a triangular barb made from the same material as the horns. The sensory bristles stick out from the length of the tail like whiskers. Similar whiskers, only shorter, are found on the cheeks and the tips of the ears. You're gonna have to ask Sarah because see, it definitely there was an ask. Would it eat me if I tried to pet them? Because I want to pet them. I'm glad you like it. I think it may eat you though. You cannot pet the dragon. The dragon will eat you. But look at like the detail here we did in the. Sarah always goes like high, crazy with the details. That snowfall is frigging beautiful. Oh yeah, look at you, buddy. And like, I bet you those eyes are fucking crazy. Oh yeah. Sarah always goes like nuts with the details. Those eyes are beautiful. And like the detailing into these horns, the detailing into the fur. See, like here, you can see that it's slightly different right there where the ears are. Sarah always goes just like full out when it comes to the details, and it's gorgeous to see. It's always cool to see too how she goes in different detailing. Oh, you can see all the whiskers coming out of the tail. Dude, I don't know if I'd want to touch this thing. It already looks like don't fuck with me. news that I can't pet the dragon. Is it helping? Is it helping at all? Sorry, we're currently talking about Sarah's work, who's like super high detail, but it was discussed in the comments that Sarah said the dragon would eat you, so you cannot pet it. And that's part of this discussion. Because it's this big fluffy dragon, and it's, see, you even had, what? No, everyone's upset that you can't pet the dragon. But see, like, that's also the thing, like, Sarah did all this high level detail in the fur, but like you have all the fur going in like directional ways, and how it covers all the wings and it covers the body, like, and see, you can even see that it's like shifted here and that it's not all laying perfectly flat. I also love how it comes down and drapes and then goes right there. I also love that it's a white dragon on a white background that doesn't completely blend away, but like kind of's got the camouflage glowing on. Oh, riot until we can pet the dragon. Sarah, you're gonna have to make a dragon they can pet. Everybody wants to pet the dragon. New art challenge. Make a pettable dragon. Like, and see, and that's the thing, like, she also does this where she has the, shadow that always reflects from whatever's going on, like, the directional environmental shadows are always there, and it's friggin' gorgeous. And yeah, right? And in the bone that's the gun, and like, it's Sarah's work is always immaculate. Sarah's work is just like fucking goals. It's always so pretty. I love it so much. Um, so there's Sarah's work. We gotta go backwards because I had to show you that, in fact, it was said that you cannot pet the dragon. See, there's a human skull right there, dude. It's already telling you, you can't pet me. Cat! I have stared at this quite often. I've only done like 2 things since I started my job. Firstly, congrats on the job. The art can wait. It's okay. We'll be happy when we get it. Since I can't do the palette, the palette challenge, Cat always does the palette challenge every month, and they didn't do it in May because they were too busy because they got their job, which is fine. That's chill, dude. Here's one of the things. This is, oh, I can't say that, but it's one of their sailors from another Crystal Animates group. And then it gives you who the character belongs to. This is the person character belongs to does not have followers, so go check them out, please. Who they mod this group lore in comments. And this design is fire. Okay, that's all I got. Drawing of a pale-skinned woman with black hair tied in a complicated bun. She is wearing all white clothes, skirts and ribbons and bows with red crystalline trim. Her sleeves are detached white feathers with black on the bottom. She is wearing black ballet shoes. On various parts of her body are more red crystals. She is in a ballet stance. Behind her is red sparkly texture with a pure white outline of a crane with its wings spread on top of it. Okay, now, did I make it big? I did make it big. Dude, this is fucking cool. Right? Isn't it a really cute sailor design? I also am digging the wings. I am absolutely digging that the sleeves are wings. This is one of those designs that my brain looks at it and goes, damn, that'd make a cool cosplay. Because I am a cosplayer, so my brain sometimes does look at things and be like, damn, bringing that into the real world and, like, truly making that would be cool. I'm digging the red trim on all of the skirt. That's freaking cool. I'm digging all of the crystals that are all over it. Digging the ballet shoes too. Right? The details on the bodice are really, really cool. I'm digging like all of this here. I like the bow. I'm love those sleeves. Her hair is so pretty. Her makeup is so cool. I think she said that she was using Princess Tutu as a reference, and I definitely can see that. Um, um, boy. Okay, hold on. We're gonna do Crystal Animates as a Sailor Moon art RPG set 30 years after the Sailor Moon canon series ends. More bad guys pop up, and more Senshi start awakening. There's a whole bunch of story prompts, and sometimes just for fun prompts that you put your girls in. Each one is named Sailor Crystal Animal. My personal character is Sailor Strawberry Quartz Rabbit, shared in my Discord, so we got to see it. It's really pretty. The group had its 11-year anniversary recently, and I offered some raffle prizes. 2 full bodies like this one, 2 chibis that I'm working on. Renku chose one of the full bodies. Her character is so pretty, like goddamn. Real talk, thank you for including me in all these. I love watching your VODs every time. It's a huge pick-me-up. You do a lot of good here, and I feel like I don't appreciate that enough. Dude, guys, what the fuck? You guys are so fucking nice. No, the gems on her leg are really good. I want to see the design. I have to go to this person's page now so I can look at the design. Because this is fucking beautiful and I love the design of this character. The way my brain ended that sentence with idiot. And you know why. Wait, hold on. No one's been yelling at me, but I have been talking for 45 minutes. Doing it. Beat you to it. Red Violet Panda. This month was mostly filled with me trying to finish World Tarot Day pieces and OC reference sheets. But I want to share this because I feel like this piece wasn't given much attention when I first posted it. Also, it's a unicorn piece, since the last one I posted was for the February live stream. Yeah, it's been a minute since you've given me a unicorn. Dude, this is fucking cool as shit. There's some details in this. I love those details. Damn. Look at that border. That sun's cool. I like how you did those rays. That is a very unique way to do the rays of the sun, and I like that. That scratches my brain right in every right way. Look at those sunflowers, dude. Hold on. We're zooming in all the freaking way. Yeah, look at this detailing in the sunflowers. Dude, that's freaking cool as shit. That's not the detail I was after, but it's still cool as shit. This is the detail I was after. That, like, it just looks like stitching. Here, look. When it's zoomed out, you just see this. But when you zoom in, look at what you're missing. Look at this, like, wave paddle. This wave pattern stitching that goes all the way around it. You can't even see this when it's like this. You just see that there's the line there. It's not a line. That's why you gotta zoom in. You gotta appreciate the details. And I love that the line art is not completely the same color. Also, I love all of this detail work that got put in the background. Yeah, look, the itty bitty little lines that got put for the hairs that would be over the hoof. Boop. Dude, in this you also have a really nice signature. And then this border that, like, creates it to be the card, I am in love with that shit. I'm really curious how much love this did get, because I didn't see it go up, but I have a lot of things that I see every day, so I don't think that's why I saw it. Hold on, we need to zoom in so I can look at the eyeball. Um, I knew that was a pretty eye. See, and you have like the itty bitty lines that are going to create the horn pattern and all the little. Okay, we're gonna have Kira's unfiltered thoughts right now, because the thing that I thought in my brain but did not say out loud was, I cannot wait to attack you for art fight. Just so you know. That was the first thought in my brain. I can't wait to attack you for art fight. I also love, yeah, that's what I was gonna get at. It like the texture for like the mane and the tail too. Absolutely beautiful work. And I love how shiny it is and how pretty it is. I'm really in love with those flowers, dude. Like, I appreciate the unicorn and focus of the horse, but like the background you put into this and like the details you put in for creating the border that makes it the card, I'm really in love with that. I'm also just very in love with that sun. I don't know why it scratches my brain so much. Like, that's the good stuff in my brain, but it does. I love the way you did the rays on that sun. It's so unique, but so smart. Like, I really, really like it. Hal. I don't think I've shared this one yet. You have not. Was one of my favorites to do this month. Rawr. Take me back to the 90s. We're also going to throw out there that Hal's work is all traditional and I believe colored pencil. Um, yes. Um, yeah, this is all traditional and colored pencil. Dude, you're taking me all the way back in the day by typing RAR. We used to say that all the time when I was friggin' a kid. Um, I love. Oh, that's marker. This is colored pencil. Um, that is an inking pen. Um, oh, it makes me miss my traditional. It scratches my brain just right. I like. I like. Side profiles are very hard, and you did them well. Especially doing side profiles and still maintaining a character's lips and not just admitting that. Even I admit that's something I'm not super great at. I like how you did their hair. I like these dinosaur hoodies that you made. I like her hair too. Also making hats look like I'm roaring at my dog and she's looking at me like I'm crazy. Um Also drawing a character wearing a hat so they are wearing a hat and it's not just like, right? I need to get my sketchbooks out. So they're wearing the hat and it's not just like existing on top of their hair. Is also a difficult thing to do, and you made it so she is definitely wearing that hat. I also like how the hair bunches out a little bit because the pressure of the hat would make it do that. Um, um, I'm loving the checkerboard. I love the fluff at the bottom of the shorts. You also have really nice handwriting. Sorry, it's a thing I comment about. My handwriting is atrocious. Uh, I love their faces, and I just see. Look, wait, yeah, you even put in the took the time to put in the fingernails. Like, hold on, you can see that beautiful traditional texture. Um, all the way down. You can barely see if I'm zoomed out that time was taken to color in every single fingernail. So I'm gonna applaud you on that detail. Um, I love it when people put in the details. Thank you for doing that. This is wonderful work, and no, you have not shared it yet, but thank you for doing so. Um, ooh, this one's new. Um, we are to Key's work. Thank you for hosting and for tagging me. Here's my latest work. Yeah, this one's new. I haven't seen this one before, but I am color me curious. This is a very shiny version of your usual art. I love how you did the hair. I love all the highlights. I also love how you used all the different colors to create this one. you used a lot of, especially this band you have going in the back. The way you used all those different colors to create that is really friggin' cool. I also love how you drew this character's eyes. And, like, this character really does just look like they're suspended weightless. This one is one of those color me curious pictures, like you want to know what's going on, but you're not being told what's going on, so now you gotta dig deeper and find out. I also love how this was done. And, like, it was done with all the differing colors, and you're not just staying in one color family. Yeah, those pink highlights are fucking killing it. And I like how you used the purple against the dark to make the depth for the hair. You even also, like, did the... fingernails are not a thing I ever take the time for, so every time I see someone do it, and they do it well, I'm always just like, A+. I also just really like how you drew this character's face, like their nose, their lips, their eyes. I just love how that character's face is composed. I really like this one. It's different from your usual style, but I like it a lot. Yeah, and we're making a good point here. The hands in this are excellent. Sylvie is back. Thanks for the tag, Kira. I'd like to share the artwork cover for my fan work, Fables of the Fiddle Fiend Clan, based off of a D&D campaign I played in with my friends. You can guess who played. Who I played. It's got adventure, angst, and family drama. Link pinned on my profile for anyone who wants to read. I love group pictures. And group pictures are very difficult. Especially if you, to like not give up on them. Because you have so many figures to do. And sometimes they can feel like they're never done. So, like, props to you. Now, you've got a lot of different expressions going on. I appreciate that. This skull that you put in the background is like such a good focal point of just like bam. You also picked a fantastic font for the title. I love this expression right here. And like that's the thing. There's so many different expressions, but like they're all telling personality of the characters that's really making you like want to know more about them. That like it doesn't look like same face syndrome. Like everybody's got a different face. Everybody has a different face. Okay, hold on. We gotta zoom out. And you also did it in a way where you did that visual loop thing again. Your brain is gonna start here because it's bam right there. And you did that visual loop thing again where your brain is gonna go down. You're either gonna go down this way or you're gonna go down that way. And you're still gonna loop through. Read the front. That's also a hell of a thing to name part 1. And then you're going to loop back up. You're going to go one way. It's a visual loop. And I appreciate visual loops. Right? It does. And that's the thing. Like, you have the characters divided automatically kind of by, like, what side they're on of the page. And it does make you wonder what's going on. It also looks like it was probably an amazingly fun campaign to play. I love the stars you did in the background. I love that the sun is barely peeking out right there. There's so much detail in this that you put in, because there's all the detail here on the gold. There's detail here. There's itty bitty details there. There's details up the bow. There's details all over this. See, there's details here, see, and my brain's like, why is it gold? Why is it shiny? And this, the like texture you put into this skull is frickin' awesome. So I'm glad you shared that. I'm glad you stopped by. Justin! Thank you for tagging Kira. Unfortunately, my latest piece might just miss the cut because I'm posting it tomorrow, as in it was yesterday. Um, here is my one. Here's one of my recent daily drawings. Bird. Um, I have a weakness for birds. I used to have a pet bird. It's a cockatiel. Um, a small gray brown cockatiel with a yellow face, orange cheeks, and golden crest takes up the bottom of the portrait. Blue sky, cloudy sky in the background. Bird. Justin's work is always insane. You have to zoom in. It's like legally required. Cause like look at the burb. Look at it. Look at how fluffy it is. That's fine. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you for stopping by. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I used to have a bird, so like, I did get to see her when she decided up close when she decided to get right up in my face. That like all these little details. This is very, very dead on for bird. Um, we keep hitting me with stretching my hands, but we don't have anybody kept coming at me about me talking all the damn time. Hold on, I'll do it myself. Like, I love. Yes, that is actually a wonderful way of putting it. No intelligent, and then I am 150% mischief, and I could hear it in my brain getting ready to just like scream at me. Um, I can like it gives me that image of seeing my bird. I had a peach faced lovebird. Her name was Bella, and I could see her in my brain just like eye locking a bell and just shaking the shit out of it because that's what she do. I also love all the detail in the feathers that got put up that are the crest that sets up. Um, this is super super cute. I also just love that it's just yellow bird against a blue sky. Like you don't need more than that. It's just cute. It I don't know. I just really like this one. I definitely saw it and I was like bird. Um. All right, we are too mellow. Um. Hold on. Uh. Thank you for the chance, Kira, as always. And I'm glad to be a part of your server. Here's this Hatsune Miku piece that I'm still really proud of. Dude, I'm always happy to see your Miku. God, I'm a diehard Miku fan. I love seeing me some Miku. She's really really cute. I love the pose. Um, and whew, I love the colors that you picked. They are all very Miku. I love how you did her hair. It has a lot of motion to it. Um, and I like how you did her hands. Um, whew. Yeah, watercolor vibes. That's a good way of saying it. And that's the thing. Like almost all of Elo's work is somehow like very vibrant, very neon. Um, And then we had a conversation in the comments because they said, I hope you get picked. And I'm like, dude, I pick everyone. I told them, give me your work too. So they gave me their doodle. Um, and it is a very emotional piece that I'm not going to go into on live, but the story is in the comments of this piece. And it does carry a lot of emotion. I do love the glowing hand. It's a very good hand, too. It's very powerful. I love the expression. I love the tear and how you drew it. It definitely conveys the emotion a lot. And I love how you did the hair and that you used the gradient for the background, but it's still like it's all you need. Um it's beautiful. It's an absolutely gorgeous piece. Zero. Dropping off this one. Dynamic art of my Orchid Mantis OC Katsumi. Dude, this one's fucking killer, and the perspective on it is fucking awesome. I'm also digging those fucking hands. The motion in this is fucking sick. I also really am digging the lighting. Right? It is. It's very dynamic. And I love the, like, one eye we can see, and that it's glowing, and that there's even the light trail. You guys are definitely coming at me today. Right? Everyone is on their lighting and texture game this art share. You are absolutely right. I also love how the, like, sakura blossom, the leaves are blowing in the wind, and it's creating such movement in the piece without the character actually being in motion. You can definitely tell that wind is blowing really hard. I also just love how the branches are, that they're not just, like, straight, they're, like, all over the place and, like, jagged, and they're very like the tree would be. Yeah, foreshortening. The arm is in foreshortening. And they did a wonderful job with it. Okay. So We Are Two Ravenworks. This is the first time he has posted in my stream. He is the author of a comic called Redgrave. And this is the cover for chapter 5 of his comic. So here's the thing about Raven. I instantly responded to, if you're gonna post for your comic, drop those links. So this is the link to go read the comic. And I proceeded to sit there last night and read all of it. There's only 5 chapters up. There's about 100-ish pages, just under. And I plowed through all of it last night. It's awesome. It's really good. They're great with dynamic posing. They're great with action, and they're great with motion. And mind you, that's a big deal, because I have a reading disability and I almost read nothing. So the fact that I sat there and read it all tells you how good it is. Especially that I also haven't picked up a manga and read it in, like, over 8 years. And this one I kind of, like, just zoned the fuck out and had to be like, wait, hold on, you need to go to bed. You can't stay up and read all night. They also were really good with show don't tell, and, like, you're just thrown into the world and you learn it as you go. It's a wonderful read. I highly recommend you go check it out. I highly recommend you give them a follow. They're only at, like, 200 something followers. We need to fix it. So, like, I really like too how this pulls you in. I love the clouds behind them. I love how it pulls you into the motion. I love how you drew Liz, and I love Sid just chilling here. Because it does give you a lot about their personalities and how they're posing. I also love that there's, like, so many little details in their work, it's not even funny. And it's like that in the comic pages, too. Like, look at how they do their hair. Like, that's the thing. Like, the art quality isn't suddenly like, it's the title page, it's pretty, and then the art quality goes down for the comic. No, it's like this 100% all the way through. Like, the hair is drawn like that all the time. Like, the detail work. See, and that's the thing, too. Hold on, let me zoom in so you can really see it. The stitching work in the beanie is there. And, like, all of this detailing is here. Him and his goddamn cigarette. And then these, this detailing here. The detailing in the watch. Let's see, I didn't mean to click, but if I'm clicking, we're going in. The detailing in that watch every single line is there where it would bend. And, like, the detailing of that zipper, like, there's, see, that's the team they are. And, like, the detailing of the belt in here, this is also a move they can use. And, like, the detailing in this is sick as fuck. It's fantastic. But I also needed to give props to not just how great their artwork is, but their story writing too. Holy shit, I did not expect to sit there and plow through that, but I did. So I recommend you go check it out. I will repost the art share as per usual once we're done. And I made them post the link so that if you guys want to go read it, you can. So I recommend you do. It's a good read. Scarlet! Thanks for the art share. I haven't really had energy to draw this month. Dude, May was rough for me too. I didn't get as much done as I thought. Gotta love them early 4 a.m. shifts. Hey, me too! Me too! Okay, hold on. Hold on. Ah. Okay, we're working. Sometimes my VTuber freaks out when I drink something like it can't track my face. May was rough. I didn't get a lot done, and I thought I was going to, and then I just didn't. Yeah, gotta love those early 4 a.m. shifts. Me too. But this drawing of Legend/Link from Linked Universe is older, but still a favorite of mine that I think of. Think of often. I might need to redraw this with my current brushes. Okay, context. Hold on. Linked Universe, for anyone who doesn't know, they linked it, is a fan comic on Tumblr where all the iterations of Link throughout the game are in one universe, and they function together. So they go by different names. So, like, Breath of the Wild Link goes by Wild. And, like, they go by different names. So that's what they mean when they say Legend/Link. And this is cool. I also was kind of, like, smiling because I haven't seen Linked Universe shit in a long time. I didn't get very far in it, but I did start reading it. And I love the red-green combination. I love how you drew the Master Sword. I'm all about sparkles. So, like, and I love sparkles. I love the motion and the pose that you picked. I love how you did the grass in varying colors, and I like how you drew in all of the stones. I like that the sky is not blue. Right, I love this purple, orange, gradient, red, yellow sunrise. The artist of the Linked Universe is down here. I don't remember who started it. It's just Linked Universe on Tumblr. It's right here. And you can go read it. I don't remember who they said the artist was. Yeah, see, it's wild. It's cool as shit though. And then the artist we're looking at is Scarlet. Dude, I felt the same way through May. I don't know why. I just kept being like, draw something, and then my brain kept being like, no. And I could barely get anything out for the whole of May. I fought for my life to get stuff done. But no, this is beautiful. I love how, like, the sparkles are leading up the Master Sword. This is really pretty. I love the colors and the feeling, and your stuff is always so like light and pastel. Like that's just kind of your calling card, is light and flowy and airy and pastel, and your work is always like that, and I think it's so pretty. I was gonna say I wanted to zoom in and stare at his face. Yeah, look at how sparkly his eyes are. And see, you can see the Triforce in his eyes too. That's cool. That's a cool little detail. You also have pretty handwriting. Um, so yeah, this is gorgeous too. Um, and there was the link put up for the comic if you guys would like to read Linked Universe. Um, you're back. You snuck in on me a little late, but you're here. Um, and this is Mage's work. Noct and Lyle celebrating Pride. Noct, he him with blue undertones. Lyle, they he, Fennec Fox and Arabic hybrid. Um, Dude, we gotta love some Pride art. You're definitely in the theme. Oh, there's little rainbows in the background. Um, Little rainbows in the background. I appreciate the little rainbows. I like how you drew their faces. I also love how you draw this character's hair. It's very fluffy and textured. Um, I also love how you draw their eyes. Um, there's something beautiful in simplicity. Um, yeah, so we're happy. Did I say it yesterday? Happy Pride. Well, I'm saying it again. Happy Pride. Um, and I like how you did the grass. I like those little rainbows, and you can see this sun coming down. I really just like how you constructed this one's face. I love this angle you put them at. Um, and I really like how you drew their hoodie. This one's really pretty too, and I like that you came back. I like that you've been coming back. I like seeing more and more of your characters. Oh, this one was fucking badass. And this one, hold on, I gotta read the alt text because there's context. Um, um, hey there. Thanks for this compliment art share. I hope not being too late, but here is my One Piece, um, Diana, my new OC, context in alt text. Here is my new OC, Diana. She is a half elf taken by the light goddess as part of a deal made by her mother and turned into a light cleric, half angel. She also has two brothers, one of them taken by the night goddess. Um, yeah, isn't it? Isn't this a sick ass design? Their work is always so fucking awesome. Um, their work is always sick as fuck. And like you really gotta zoom in with their work because they're also one of those people that just like puts in so many details. Like the texture they put in for the glow over the eyes, the way the blood is running down the mask. I love how their line art isn't always colored, but in some places it is. Because it's like it's colored right here to create that light line. Um, I love how they did all the reflection in the gold metal. It's gorgeous. I love all the spiking detail they did. All of this is friggin' just detailed as shit, and it's so cool to look at. Um, and like, I love this pattern detailing down the sleeve, and then the gold that is hanging from the sleeves. I love this bracer that they did and all this detailing. I love the eyes in the wings and like the little feather lines you can see over the eyes that they're part of the wing. And like this gauntlet is just fucking I love the way they do metal. Holy shit. The way they draw feathers too is also really fucking cool. Um uh, Out. I love also see like there's this detailing over here and the lantern that's right here. This gauntlet is fucking cool as shit. The gauntlets don't match, and I love that. This sleeve is tattered. And the thing is too, and the thing is too, hey, welcome in. The thing is too, they also put so much detail into this piece, but yet at the same time, it doesn't look visually busy. There isn't so much detail that it makes it like overwhelming, that there's too much to look at. There's detail, but it's not like frying my brain. So like that is cool. That's super balancing, and like it's all right. It feels purposefully asymmetrical is a very good way to put it. And like it's all telling a story, and at the same time, yeah, like right, it's detailed but not busy, and like I'm still just losing my mind over how they draw and shade and shine metal. It's just immaculate. I have been introduced to their work through these art shares, and I know you guys keep being like, thank you for doing them, Kira, but I have got to meet and learn about so many cool artists because of them. So like I know you guys thank me all the time for doing them, but I'm also thanking you for giving me your art, because like I got to meet this person and meet their art through these, and I think that's fucking awesome. You guys' work is just so cool. Look at this. This is so fucking awesome. I love art, and I love seeing what you guys can do. This is cool as shit. I think also they don't have that many followers. Yeah, they're at 1.7. Alex, I finally got to you. You were a little late this time, but that's okay. You snuck in on me at the end. Hi, it's me. I'll be sharing an older piece of a fan art of Beta Ray Bill. The lightning is some of favorite I've done. I love Bill's design, and I think everyone should draw him at least once. I found my love doing Kirby dots, Kirby cackle, and how Bill is holding his weapon. Also, before I start talking about Alex's wonderful, beautiful art, and we'll get to it, I do need to mention that Alex is also a wonderful, fantastic person that every art share he ever goes into, he also posts all of his awesome artist starter packs. So if you are looking for peeps, he can hook you up. But yeah, like he always does the best fucking comic work. I also love how he did all the dots in the background and how he did all of the lightning effects. I think that's fucking cool. I also love how he shades with black, like true old comic book style. And it's always done so well. I also love the helmet and the feathers. Like, that's done really, really well, too. And I love, like, he's really good with, like, the weight of the body. And, like, the form carrying physical weight. It's wonderful. And like he's almost always dead on too with his comic book work. It's always a treat to see. And like it even carries into his original characters for the reflection of what is influenced, is that just comic book style is his thing, and he's really good at it. We are to Shimspark. Hey there, and thanks for the tag. Alex tagged them. Sharing my art of the Guardian Witch here, which I still like even though I made her too tall by accident. She basically became a hero after the world lost its guardian angel, Pia, rising as the new hero. Okay, you always give me alt text. Well, that's all you're giving me this time. Cool. Normally you give me a bunch of stuff for alt text. They do everything traditional and colored pencil, I believe. And I don't get to see full body pictures from you very often, so that's very cool that I get to see that. Made her too tall by accident. And I like that you have the little things over here for, like, Guardian Witch trying to decide how you wanted to do her thing, and I like that you made the G go down into a W for the Guardian Witch to make her logo. Right? And, like, armor is hard, and, like, you kept incorporating the W in to it all over to have this one cohesive thing that is consistently pushing that theme. I like her hat. I love her purple hair. I love the armor, and I love the theme of the armor. I also like the little green gems that you slid in there. And I like the color schemes that you gave to it. I like the purple with the gold. But are you okay? You don't have to be here. It's all right. Like, I want you to feel better. I know when you get headaches and migraines, they're really bad. No, you're fine. You good. I know, like I said, I know some of you. You gotta. Are you okay? Yeah. I do. I love the curly top with the hat. Well, rest, okay? Your health means more to me than anything else. It goes for all of you. Boy, yeah, no, I like the little curly top for the hat, and I like. This is one of those things too, where my brain wants to see the armor translated into real life. And yeah, I know you guys just lurk and hang out, and some of you are like here but not talking, and you just like to listen. That's totally chill. No one is required to participate in the chat. Okay, Chris is back. Thanks for the art share. Here's my most recent picture. Hope you like it. I'm gonna admit to you I've never seen this. But this is also an awesome group photo. This is also, you snuck so much detail into this shit. And like, I know this is supposed to be the multiverse of this character, and you did a really good job keeping them all the same, but yet the slightly different. I like this one's expression. I like the sunglasses. I love the hair. I love the saluting hand. I love the penguin slit in the background. I'm sure there's a thing that I'm not getting because I've never seen this. I love all the detail that got put in to the name badge. All the detail that got put into the watch. Those are really good hands. You know I'm going to consistently compliment good hands. I also like how the way the lines are moving to show that the fabric is lifting as they salute. So I like how the clothes are hanging on the body. You did a really good job with that too. Back. Oh, you did come in. I didn't think they did. Didn't you give me this one before? Yeah, you gave me this one before because I talked about the bus and I talked about her sandals, and her sandals are super super detailed, but you slid this in 23 hours ago. So yeah, so I didn't catch it. Yeah, I've talked about this one before. You gave me this one last month. Didn't you? You guys need to check with me and make sure you're not giving me the same things over. Yeah, because you gave me this one before, because I talked about how detailed, because you did the carpenter's X on her sandals, and I was like giddy to the moon about it. That's a carpenter's X, by the way. Yeah, so. Yeah, I love this piece, but you gave it to me last month, my guy. And did I know I'm almost to the bottom. We're almost to the bottom. Well, you have a month, because I won't do this again until next month. Hold on, I'll tell you the exact dates. I will do the Discord one on the 6th, and I will do the Bsky one on the 7th. I won't post the shares for them. I'll start posting them on the 1st, because I post them. No, I'll start posting the shares on the 2nd, because I start posting the Thursday before. So you have all month to do a piece, and you have all month to do the palette should you choose, because we're gonna go through those in a minute. So this is literally hell. This is Rob, and he is this thing on YouTube. Do I still like fan arts of my OCs? Oh shit. Dude, I have a whole thing for them. Here, hold on. I'll show you, because I know you haven't seen it. I know you don't do the social media thing anymore. For side quest moment, this exists on the pin post of my Bsky. Use my pen post like a filing cabinet. And I keep every single thing that has been drawn for me, gift, commission, or otherwise, in this is like a folder, so I don't lose them. So I can keep all of the precious treasures with links to the original artist. That's why they're like this, so that you guys can click the link and go give the person who drew it love. And they're all right here. So yes, I still like fan art of my OCs. That's why there's a slideshow playing in the corner. And I have printed them all out and taped them to my affirmation wall. So yes. By all means, please, yes, do. So yeah, this is Rob. Rob has a series called Literally Hell that is on his YouTube. Rob's work you always know instantaneously the minute you see it. His style is very unique. His characters are very unique. I've always loved the palettes for his characters, and the gold, orange, pale tones that go in. It's literally hell. Like, that's what it is. And like I said, the link to watch it is right here. I love the green in the background that pops against that orange. I love this pattern that is right here. I love how clean Rob's work always is. It's always clean as shit. Yes, Rob's work is also very expressive in the face for their characters. This is the second time I think you've been here. This is the bird lady. Uh, Thanks for the share. Here's a beautiful Yoshi's Island drawing I made a while ago. I don't know if you were a fan of Yoshi while I am making the noise in my brain. But I've always loved him and was an inspiration for my work. Dude, I can do the voice. No, I'm not doing it. I used to do it all the time when I was a kid because Yoshi's Island for the 64 was one of my comfort games and I played it to death. And, I think they use marker and colored pencil. Let me go. A drawing of Yoshi looking up towards the sky, seeing two Goonies soaring by. The title is Beyond the Beautiful Sky. That is marker and ink. That is marker and ink. Okay, hold on. We'll go water this time. Yeah, dude, I played Yoshi's Island like crazy when I was a kid. I also played Yoshi's Woolly World, and I own all of the amiibos. And my ex-husband, used to make fun of me because I made my little amiibos a bed. Because they deserve it. He laughed at me because I took one of the tins that our Yu-Gi-Oh cards came in, and I made a little bed for them, and I tucked them in, and he was like, "Did you just tuck in the Yoshis?" And I was like, "Why would I not tuck in the Yoshis? It's bedtime." I'll have to remake their little bed, and then I'll take a picture and I'll show you guys. He definitely made fucking fun of me because I tucked in my Yoshis. But they're itty bitty emojis that are literal woolly Yoshis, and they're the cutest thing ever. I think they're sitting behind my TV. But anyways, this is, if it is not obvious, I am a huge Yoshi fan. You were thinking Pokemon. No. Those are legitimate Mario. Those are Goonies. But I love how vibrant their markers are. I love how they did the pine trees. I love that the strokes are going down. I love how they drew Yoshi. I love the line art. The line art is clean as shit. Hold on, let me zoom in. Boop, zooming in. Look at how clean their friggin' lines are. Holy shit. Look at how clean their line work is. Yeah, their line work is so yeah, this is marker. The Yoshi is colored pencil. Yoshi himself is colored pencil. The background is marker. Those are colored pencil. And then it's all done in the border is done in a gold paint marker. Not that any of that is bad. I just know my traditional media. And I love how vibrant this is. And I love how they did the sky. Right. You see the white to make the lines on the pine tree is really cool. And like you see the different colors they used to make the pine needles. And it tells your brain just enough detail to fill in the rest. And I love how they put all the little flowers on the grass. I also love that they put the spots on the grass like they are in the game. And I love how they did the stones, and they did the stones with just kind of like just enough line art to give it the dimension. And I love how they you see the little shadow from the Goonies right there, and there's just a little bit of shadow right there for Yoshi. Right just under his feet. There's shadow. And the shadow even blurred out the flowers. No, they did an awesome job with this. This is fucking cool as shit. And obviously, since I went into a rant about Yoshi, I love Yoshi, so this is fantastic. This is super super cute. They said, yeah, in the comments, I was like, they said it's my first time making an actual colored background, so that's nice to hear. He said, here's my latest illustration. I hope you enjoy it. Enjoy it on your stream. What are you looking at, nerd? Don't you dare say the view. And the background in this is beautiful. The way they did the waves and the clouds is really good. I also do love how they did the hair and her face. Hold on. Her face is really nice. You can see all the detail that got put into her face. You can see all the detail that got put into her face. And her face is really nice, and how they did the detail and how they did the eyebrows to, like, give that expression. I also like how they did the color to make it blend with the clouds of the speech bubbles. Right? She does have a super... it's almost that anime punk sound they make. When someone's annoyed, it's dead on. It's really great work. And I really like the weight of their line art. I also love the subtle lighting in her hair, just that itty bitty shine. I really love those clouds, and I really love that water. Parsley just joined my Discord. Still obsessed with how this piece turned out. Thanks for the art share. I'm Parsley. This is my favorite piece. Oh, it fucking should be. Traditional ink on paper art depicting an alternative butch with a buzz cut, wearing a spiked collar and lighting a cigarette. She has large tunnels in her ears and snake bites with spikes, an eyebrow piercing with spikes, and a small cyber line below her left eye. She also wears dark lipstick and heavy eyeliner. Dude, your ink work is fucking sick. I love how you did the hatching to make the shadows, and how you did the hatching to make the contour of the nose. I really love how you drew the eyes and the lips. I love all the piercings. I love how right here everything just kind of disappears. There's no more detail because the light from that flame would be so bright, it'd block it out. You wouldn't be able to see it. I love that the only color in this is that red in the background. I love how you did the hatching and this hand. I love how you used the ink to create that hand. It's a really, really good hand, and I love how you did the hatching to create the contours of all the fingers and the knuckles, and I love how you used values in this to, like, create this piece. I can see why it's your favorite. It's really friggin' cool. We're almost to the bottom. Hey, Dork Fruit is also live. A fake movie poster I made. I like that text. Right, the shading is really cool. I like their expressions. They're all very, very expressive in the face. Very expressive in the face. I love the shading with black. I love everything that you have down here. I love that it's all in a rainbow tone crawling around them. Oh, that's the custodian. I feel for you. Hit him with the broom, baby. I love the gloves and that her hair is pushed back. Um, I love how the mop was drawn. This I'm a custodian, so I know my mops. Um, and I love like everybody is definitely like crunched up next to each other and apprehensive, and like I really love how like smashed together everyone is. Um, it's also like this wonderful sense of like depth. Um, and like everything is so like creepy and crawly and dragging on the ground like they're barely getting away from it, and like there's lots of emotion. This one's fucking cool. There's a lot of emotion in this. Um and it definitely makes me want to know more about it. I also love how the colors were put very subtly in the background. Um Jotari, thanks for hosting this art share. Loved being a part of the last one, so I hope I'm not too late. You just snuck in. One of my favorite art pieces I recently made of my Undertale AU. So this is once again, things I don't know shit about. Undertale is coming, I promise, but I still don't know shit. So don't explain anything to me, because the point is it to be blind. Um, I know Avon will cry if you spoil anything, because I'm supposed to play that blind. Um, um, so we're gonna open that big so I can't read the alt text. Um, because I don't know shit. I'm supposed to play it blind. Just let me compliment for how pretty it is. Because it's very pretty. Um, and I like how the snow was done right there. And I like the castle, and I like how all of this is coming up and like making that visual loop of the picture. Um, and I like that all of this is divided into sections that I'm sure should mean something to me, and it will probably once I play the game. I don't believe it is. Um, okay, I'm not reading that because I have a feeling it's gonna spoil shit I game for me. This is definitely digital. Um, because I can see the textured brushes. Um, and I definitely feel like there's a lot going on in this game that I need to eventually know. Um, they have itty bitty text written right there. Um, but I have no idea who this character is, and I am purposely not reading the whole text. Um, yeah, this is all very textured. Oh, we did finally get to the bottom. We finally hit the bottom. Yeah, this is all very textured, and I do love the texture in the work. And like I said, I love this visual loop that got created that brings you up into this character. Um, and I love how his hair was done, and I just this effect right here, I am just in love with that. Okay, we hit the bottom. Finally. That means we need to the boys. Um we need to do the palette challenge. I don't think I got as many entries this month, and I'm not really mad about that because I slid mine in at like the last fucking second. So, we were all struggling this month. Okay. So, this was May's palette. Um, and this is where my brain goes into a little bit of a different mindset because I said it on the Discord and I've said it in the live stream like probably 20 times now. But I'll say it again. I love the palette challenge because I give all of you the same tools and the same rules and say go. You did. You're at the bottom. And I tell all of you, these colors only, you can't use anything else, and you must draw a character. However you decide to solve the problem, whatever your answer is to these is valid. And you all do such different things, and to me, it's the coolest thing ever to see. It's the coolest thing ever how all of you are given this exact same set of tools. It's like I hand you all a box and say, here's your box. Make something out of it. And I hand you all the same box, and your answers are all different. And I think it's the coolest thing ever to see. So, that being said, that means I make a little thing, I make a little thread every month for the things. Brittany is almost always first. Brittany works at the speed of fucking light. I don't even remember when I posted the May one. I think I posted it at like 4 a.m. and Brittany was done like super fucking fast, as per usual. They're already done with June, and they animated June, so like Brittany works at the speed of fucking light. And they drew their OC Concord, and they used overlay, hard light, add, multiply, and screen to make this. And he is adorable. I love Brittany's work. For those of you who tune in for my Kingdom Hearts streams will know how much I love Brittany's work, because it is currently my wallpaper. She drew Symphonia for me for my birthday, so that is currently my wallpaper. Yeah, I love his posture. I love. Hey, thanks for that. I appreciate you. And oh yes, everybody did a lot of purple this month. Lots of purple. Their hair does kind of look ice creamy. That is a good thing to say. Brittany always does wonderful backgrounds. And I love how I kind of gave you guys a dullish palette, and Brittany made it so bright. And like, Ava will even tell you that when I was doing mine, I was bitching that like the lighting had no pop, and Brittany still just kind of like turned around and was like, "Pop, I'll give you pop. I'll make those colors shine." And I love all the purple. I love that this became very purple heavy. I love the grapes. I love I love how gorgeous this is. And I love his posture. I love I love the little like lines for the mustache. I love how Brittany draws faces. And I love the linelessness of the work. It's beautiful. We are to Sunflower Pirate. My May Palette Challenge. I'm okay with this being used in the stream. The art is a bust shot of Zahid holding Savon's face as they place a gentle kiss on his cheek. Savon is smiling with hearts in his open eye. Okay, I'm on it, bestie, I promise. I'm appeasing the puff, I promise. Yeah. I love how purple and green are what got translated into the skin tones. I love the bright pink hair. I also love how the other hair was drawn. I love all the braids. I love the little star in the eye. I love how the faces were drawn. Sunflower also always goes like really lineless with their work, and it's always really, really cool to see. like, there's just the suggestions of where the folds are within that hoodie, but you don't really need anything else. Your brain fills in the rest. Just like you don't even need to see that whole hand, but the ring is telling you where those fingers are, and I love that. And I love how bright you made this palette. It's so cool to see. I think this is adorable. It's really, really cute. It's not really adult content. Right? The art tonight has all been very, very good. I'm glad you stopped in to hang out. This is what we do once or twice a month. We talk about people's art and how beautiful it is. This isn't really um but they turned the palette that was very green purple heavy into like purple blue heavy. They used that green and they made a blue. And I think that's fucking cool. Um you're fine. I know you need to fix your sleep schedule, and I hope you actually do it today. Um I am wishing I am sending you the best of luck to do so. Um yeah, and like the motion in this piece is really cool. I love all the body hair that got drawn in too. I love the motion of the tail. It's adding to the motion of that piece. I love how they used the palette to create these colors. There's lots of detail in this one. Um, yeah, like there's the tattoo that's right there. I love his face. There's piercings in his ears. Like, this is beautiful. And I love how these colors created this. That the lighting was the green part, so like it created this blue tone. Um, I was very excited when this one came up. This is Kayla, who did this for the first time this month. This is their Magical Girl OC Dreamweaver. Her original palette has more colors. Actually, I have her original palette up because she's part of my art trade. So give me 5 seconds. Um, Her original palette is this. Just so you guys know. The original palette looks like this. Um, she's one of my art trades, so I have her saved. So those colors got translated into this. Um, um, and I love the posing. Hold on, zooming in. This character is very detailed. Um, I love the posing. I love how you still put in all the sparkles. Um, I love how you translated her hair. In her hair is normally purple, so I love that you didn't use purple, you used pink. I love how you still put all the glitter in for her glittery freckles and on her bodice, and how you translated all of it. You also have so much detail into this character that, like, I commend you every single time. Because she is highly detailed, but she's so cool looking. I also just really like how you draw eyes, and I like how, I don't know if you guys are noticing that, crescent moon, crescent moon. She translated what's in the center of the staff into the character's eyes. So that this reflects here. And that right there is barely a star. So that's a sneaky, cool little detail. I also love how all of the purple on the face was used to do all of her makeup. And this pose itself just has a lot of flowing motion to it. Even though she's static, the wind is still blowing really well because of the way that the fabric is going in motion, especially that bow. that Bo is definitely leading a lot of the motion. Same with her hair. And I think this came out really cool, especially since I know the palette pretty well by now because I have stared at that reference a lot. Um, so this is really cool. Freezing always gives me cool ass shit. The sun is out and the greens are grown at Casey's mountain cabin. It's time to hang dry the fresh mint for the year. Miss my babies so much, but it's 3 a.m. and I had to do this. Now my eyes are burning. Um, I okay, load cool. There's the thing that freezing does every every month, and I think it's the coolest thing ever. They never alter the colors. And I'm not going to say altering the colors is wrong or I would be yelling at myself. I alter the colors constantly. I think it's really cool to see someone create something and they don't. Like, I also think that's really cool. Like I said, different answers, all correct. Um, and they have like the broken glass symbol right here, old tools, tape, the little hooks, um, the iPad plugged in, um, and I see like the green became the reflection of the glass on the clock. That's also just a really cool clock. The cat with just green eyes, and to see like they used the texture to create the wood in the, but they used it by having it only show up in the shadows. And I think that's really smart. Um, I also love how they do the foreground, midground, background. They're really good at that. Foreground, midground, background. Um, they're really excellent at that. Did I? Okay. Boop. Um, you can also see all the detailing into like the side buzz cut of their hair, and like they're really good at seeing the side under the hair, the ear, the way the hair hangs. Like they're always really good at the differentiating weight. See like tattoo. Um, See, you can see that broken glass sticker. The tape, the shine of the tape is happening through the shadows. Um, I always think their stuff is really cool to see, and I love how they use the colors without altering them. I think that's just a cool quirk of their art and how they solve the problem. I think that's cool as shit. Um, oh, they always give me a time lapse. They give me a dragon this month. And I think this is a oh cool. Hold up. Look at the detailing. Look at all this scale detailing on that dragon. That's cool, dude. That's fucking badass. It's here too. It's very faint over the eye. Like, you have to really look that it's all right here, faint over the eye. Um, that's cool. I like how they did all the scaling and the shine. That's fucking badass. Um, and I like how it fades. You can even see it starting to swoop up over the wings. I like how it fades into. You can still see it here, but it didn't get edge shined because that's not where the light is. Um, yeah, no, this is fucking cool too. And you put all that tiny detail in there too. That's a lot of friggin' work, dude. Um, this is Laura. Thank you so much, Kira, for the fun challenge. Working in markers. It was hard to match the colors perfectly, but I did my best. I think you hit them pretty dead on. You you gave me a blue instead of a purple, and that's fine. You were working traditionally. Um, yeah. Yeah, you guys can go traditional. You're not required to go digital. Just get close as possible. And I think it's really cool when you guys go go traditional. Like, dude, look at how cool this shell is. Like, I was staring at the fin and thinking how cool this is too. But like, look at this detail that got put into the shell and like inside of it. Like, this is cool as shit. This is really cool. I also just am weak for traditional art. I love it so much. I love the little plate and they're eating their little sandwich. I also love this background that was done that like brings it, like, again, it's the visual loop. It's the visual loop that no matter where you start, your brain will loop the whole picture so it's a full contained frame. It's really cool that they did that. And I like how they used the dark so that it makes that depth of the shell. That shell is impressive as shit. Oh, you. So this is sometimes you see a color palette that makes you want to indulge a little, so you draw your children. Thank you so much for making the community feel more alive. Also, hi chat, please hydrate. So that is at me and you guys. So if you have something, drink something. Yeah, hold on, I need to give you the alt text. Yeah, for the color palette challenge, I layered colors to get all the different tones and used burn to get to the blackest black and the red color. The green is in there somewhere. Painting an anamorphic black wolf with gray on the outer lining of the ears and a bluish gray bat with pink on the inside of their ears. The bat is has the symbol of the form of a crescent moon on their forehead, which is glowing. The wolf is holding up their paws in front of the bat's face. So you need to see this, because this shit is insane. This shit is insane. Look at that face. That is insane. Right? We've been in such bright tones of palettes, and then this is we went the total opposite direction. And you have all of, like, everything looks so good and fluffy, and just, like I said, like, I do believe that when I saw this one, I was like, that's fire as fuck. I say that a lot. And, like, I love this. It's so fucking cool. And I love how the characters were drawn. I love the wolf's eyes, man. The wolf's eyes are insane. Like, dude, all the green and everything, it's just reflecting in the eyes, and there's little tiny flecks of pink on the outsides of... Dude, this is fire as fuck. Yeah, this one's fucking awesome. It's also currently their Discord icon, which I smiled very wide at. Oh yeah, this one went up just a little bit ago. This is Guy Gregg. Always creates a new character with the palette. This one was able to get this done in time. Description and lore in the alt text. Description: a person with a feathered masquerade mask, dark clothing, flanked by two mannequins also wearing masks. Meh. The Master of the Will you not? Computer, I swear to God. The Master of the Masquerades is one of the many alchemists operating out of the city of Durihal, refined and exceptionally well connected to the upper echelons of society. Many practitioners of the secret arts wishing to elevate their standing seek to win their favor, all with the hopes of being invited to one of the many lavish mash balls they help organize. But those with more knowledge of their talents meet them for a different purpose. For the Master of Masquerades can make masks of more than a feather and fibers. If someone wants to abandon their old identity, to fake their death, to disappear, they go to have their face carved anew. And to those who slight the alchemists, they risk being molded into a form only suitable for displaying their work. Dude, that makes it even more spooky. That's cool as shit. I'm doing it, I promise. Just kind of have to believe me. Yeah. That's cool as shit. And I love how I always love the lore. Like, we always get lore, too, with new characters. And I think it's so cool. They also work completely lineless, and they use the tones to create their forms, and I think it's cool as shit. I really like the lore of this one. That's cool. That'd be a fun story to roll with. And I like how they used, like, we got peacock feathers this time. See what I mean by, like, I give you guys all the same tools, all the same colors, and you all come up with such different ways of using them. Like, the last one we had was, like, high level realism detail, but it was cool as shit. And this is, like, anime, but still fucking badass and, like, lineless and just, you guys are so talented. I need you to know that. See? You even have that drip of blood underneath the neck and the chin. That's sick. That's badass. That ties right into the lore. See, like that drip. Oh, they hid it in the joints in the shadows. The drips of blood. These are definitely people that betrayed him. That's so fucking cool. I love it. That's definitely itty bitty bits of lore. I love it when people hide lore into things. That's so cool. This character would be fun to play with. I also, as a seamstress, as like a clothing maker person, am in love. Hey, thank you for that. I appreciate you. Thanks for stopping by. Wait, what? My little thing is telling me we just hit 120. What the fuck? How the fuck, guys? I swear to God, guys. I'm trying to do a fucking rant about clothing and you're hitting goals. What the fuck? Damn, guys. Happy Pride Month, I guess. I appreciate you. Fuck, dude. Hey, I'm talking about you. The lore on this character that you made is some of the coolest shit I have ever read. And I was just talking about how all the little places that you slid blood into the mannequin's joints is the coolest frickin' tie to that lore. And I was also about to go into a rant about this guy's vest suit coat that, as a clothing designer, maker, seamstress, person who sews, that's definitely a design that my brain wants to, like, bring into the real world and make. It's so cool. My brain is already being like, how would I make that feather pattern? I could do it, though. I could embroider it. That would be cool. And no, this one's sick as fuck. I think it's badass. And the lore you made for this, dude, like, my writer in my brain is just like, I could have fun playing with that. That's some sick fucking lore. That's badass. So yeah, A+ work with this. Yeah, right? Like, in my brain, I want to make the outfit IRL to, like, just figure out how I would construct it. It's fucking badass. That's sick as fuck. Hal. Oh yeah, I laughed at the, Hal's comments on this. POV, the audience for the monthly compliment livestream is being turned into chocolate. Because that's what Majin Buu can do if you are not a Dragon Ball fan. Majin Buu has the ability to zap his foes and turn them into chocolate. I'll send you a clip. He's totally done it many times. But and the thing is as soon as I saw it, I was like, that really is a Boo palette. Holy shit. And this was colored pencil and traditional. So, another one. This was another one that was done traditionally. So again, traditional is on the table, guys. You can do these traditionally, I don't mind. Just get as close as possible. I have people who do traditional every time. And this is, like, Majin Buu instantaneously. As soon as I saw it, I was like, fuck yeah, Buu. And Boo is also one of those characters in this form. This is his first form. That almost never opens his eyes. He's one of those anime characters. So when he does open his eyes, you know evil shit is about to happen. And I like how the foreshortening of his little antenna on his head. And I like how the face was drawn, and I like the little cape that's going all the way back, and you matched those colors pretty dead on, actually, so you did a great job with this. This is Quentin. Quentin did a mermaid piece. That's what I didn't do last month. I was gonna do mermaid, and I didn't. We have a boy for this. Oh well. Drew Count Von Count and his alpha female as a pirate and a shark mermaid. Don't know how well you can see them, but the markings on the alpha female's tail are vaguely shaped like ABC. Oh, A, B, C. I like that you decided to like go mermaid, and I can see him being a pirate, and I like the coat and the striped pants and the hat, and I like the count got it. The count. Count Von Count. Sesame Street. Count Von Count ABC. I like the barrel. My brain is also in a pirate mode right now because that is where we are at in Kingdom Hearts 3 right now. We are currently running around the Caribbean, so everything is very piratey. Obviously, I like the clouds and how everything is going. I like how the colors were translated, and the pink was the sand, and then the purple became the sky and the water, and like it makes my brain turn it blue even though it's not. And I like how the scattered clouds are in the moon. It's very cute. Hey, it's Matt, and I forgot I got you twice this month because you did this is the first time you've done the palette challenge, I believe. Um, um, that is true. I can do it anyways. Maybe I will draw Shark Boy and his Landwalker this month. Here is my monthly palette art to which I drew Gloomy and Gudra from Pokemon to participate before the last day of May. Took me a while to achieve it because I had to endlessly work hard, but I hope you enjoy it, Kira. I love how you use the colors, dude. I also love how you use the colors to make a blue. Like, that's super cool. And I love seeing Pokemon art. Like, Pokemon isn't the biggest thing that I am a fan of. I know someone in here who is, though. So, like, I love seeing the Pokemon art, and I love seeing things translated into the palette. And I love all the funky squares in the background for the background. And see, like, you even made a brown back here. You got more colors out of this palette than I did. No, I think it's really cute. You did a good job this time, and like, I'm glad to see that you got it done. You're saying you were late because of college and whatnot, but like, I put it in on the very last day of my own damn challenge, so like, you were fine. Welcome to the chat. Red Violet Panda, it's the end of the month, and well, I nearly forgot to do this, but I ended up not really getting any ideas for this color scheme. Same. Even though the aqua color is my favorite color of the palette, I ended up just doing an OC of mine, Maya. We'll be doing a new OC ref sheet for her for Art Fight. Good, because you knew I was going to ask that shit anyways. And no, she's super cute. Like, I know you said you were late, but you were not. I'm under you. Like, No, I love the pose. I love her face. I love her hair. I love the two-tone of her hair. I want to see the rest of her outfit. I'm quite sure it's very cool. I love her goggles. I love this little like shape pattern that you made in the background. It gives it a lot of motion because of the shape you made. I also love this gradient that you created. Oh, there's texture in that one. And I love that some of them are just lines, that it's just the outline border. I love this background shape that you came up with. This is super cool. Um, she's super cute. Um, like she is just a cute OC. She's really cute. I like her. Um, oh, you. Um, so this is Josh's piece. Um, looks like a goddamn movie poster. Um, gave us like goddamn goofy movie poster of Sheila. Um, so this is Josh's piece. What went into this saying in the Discord that he had grand ambitions and low skill, and I think that's fucking bullshit. Well, low skill my ass. Um, this piece is fucking immaculate, my guy. Give yourself more credit. Um, and the way you used the colors to make this is fucking like amazing. Right, the lighting on this is so cool. Also, we get to nerd about this because I was very good and I was not in the Discord blowing this up. How cool I think it is. Um, the fact how you did her shadow on the water, that it's the way you did it is so cool. Um, I love that shadow. I also don't know if you two did not mean to do the visual loop, but you kind of like, if this is your composition and you divide it in half with the visual weight, and then you divide it in half for the visual weight, you kept the visual weight off weighted, but in a good way. Hear me out. The visual weight is all here so that you look at her. And then all of this is kind of a loop that keeps bringing you back down to where the weight is. So it keeps bringing your eyes down in a loop back down to there. And that's the thing, like the door frames and like the lines of the door bring you back down to her, and all of it leads back to her. And this is so fucking cool, my guy. When I said it was fucking fire, I meant that. And like I said too, like we were talking about yesterday with your other one, a Jenny, that like the way you place your signature makes it look like a movie poster. Or like it would be like the epic cover of a book that like it's that draw in that you just are like, damn, something's about to go down. Hold on, I gotta drink something. I'm gonna nerd some more in a minute. The puff has been appeased. Yeah, no, this is fucking immaculate. And how you even did like the purple lining into the stone and that it's not just flat. It definitely feels like a big epic poster for a big epic moment that's gonna happen. And like this is the kind of shit that would have me oh, I love how you use your signature. I think it's gorgeous. I think it's the best thing ever. Like, take fucking pride in that shit. Be like, bam, I did this. And also make it hard for people to take that shit out. You know, people steal shit. Like, make it so they can't miss who did this immaculate piece of work. I say that as I hide my signature in every single piece. But no, I think this is fucking great, and the way you use the colors is like fucking expert skill, dude. Absolutely gorgeous. I love seeing your art. I get excited every time you post. Okay, I have to pause because I know people get mad if I don't share mine. This is what I did. I skated this in like the last 4 days. As we discussed yesterday, he's a bastard. Now that I've given you guys an entire like 2 hours of fucking lore time, I can say he's a dick. We hate him. But it's like he teaching class. Um, um, Also, I am gonna do this just temporarily. I normally don't do this with my pieces, but I need to explain that it like took me forever to get this done because I couldn't figure out what to do and I didn't know what to play with it, and then Avon was like, "That's a likey palette," and I was like, "Fuck, you're right." So this is his actual palette. This is what he actually looks like. So that's why I got told that's a likey palette. So that's why we went this direction. I didn't have to translate. I'm still mad because you could have had Valo. Um, so yeah, this is where I'm at. And I think we had like one or two. We had two more. We had a few more slide in at the end of days. This person is Pluck E. I only found out about this a few hours ago, so why not give it a shot? Have Yomu. I normally don't do limited palettes, but this one was fun but challenging. Should do more of these. You should! I think this is just me finding your art for the first time. Yep. So, your artwork is really cute, my guy. I love your artwork. I think it's really cute. I love how you draw eyes. I like how you draw faces. Her hair is very fluffy, and I like how you draw it. I love how you translated the palette. I love all the flowers in the background. I love how you drew the bow. I'm kind of curious to go sifting through your page so I can see the real palette. No, I love how you used the purple with the green for the eye shade. No, I think this is really cute. You should do more. Do this month. Oh, Allison. We gotta zoom in on Allison. You're not gonna see things unless I zoom in. Allison went fucking hard. Very hard palette this time around. I jumped between a few different concepts before settling on Subnautica vibes. Okay, you're not gonna see shit with Allison's unless I make it big. Because you can't see like the very faint outlines of these giant whales, sharks, monsters in the sea. And then the very faint images of people underground and that like they're underwater and there's the mouth open ready to like fucking eat them, get out of the way. They snuck their signature in right there. And then there you can see the rocks coming up and the bubbles and like see when it's zoomed out you can't see shit. And then you can see that they translated and pulled it up here. They said it was a hard palette, but they made it so fucking cool. Like, I never in my right mind would have managed to, like, go this way. Right? It is. It's, like, such a good art, but it's, like, a scary piece, and it is. Like, you can hear that ta-na, ta-na in your brain that, like, something bad is about to fucking happen. This is last minute before the deadline. The palette sort of reminded me of Bogley Woods, also Vivian. I love how you did this because you used all the bright colors behind the trees to create the rest of the forest. I also love how you drew the character. I'm gonna admit I don't know who they are. But I think they're cute as shit. And I love how you used the purple to make it go dark. And I love how you used the white to create the ground and then you used the gray to create the shadows. I like how sketchy and alive this feels. I like the way the trees are drawn. They feel very alive. The forest feels alive. Um, it is. It's very bright and shiny, but at the same time still being dark. Um, oh, okay. I haven't played that one. Um, and I really just think, um, yeah, no, I think this is cool as shit. I really like it. You're also not late. You slid in just fine. You were 2 days ago. You're fine. You were right at the end, just like I was. You're okay. Hey, last is you, buddy. You're finally up. Um, Imagine you posting your pony managed you to get drug into this community and learn how Blue Sky works. Um, got in just in time. I hope. I've never posted on Blue Sky before, so I hope this is right. This is my alter and OC, Avery, reimagined as a My Little Pony Pegasus. If you could see her cutie mark, it would be a big mallet. Um, um. So, mind you, this is Sonnet, who has been, or yeah, you, um, who's been talking all night, um, and we are at 2 whole followers. Um, well, I just followed it in an update. Um, yeah, we're at 2 whole followers. So, this is also their only post that has been put up. But it's dead on for My Little Pony. It's super friggin' cute. You're also always talking, and before we deleted the other server, about how your art's not quote unquote good. So like you can shut up about that. No more. My art isn't good because it is good. And um, you do this on Paint.net, am I right? Um, this is um. Yeah, I'm just asking that, like, you do this on paint.net. That's your thing, right? So like, dude, are you kidding me? You have all the little rolls and you also have really pretty handwriting, like a really pretty thing you chose for your signature. I am gonna call you out. That's the point of this. Welcome to Getting Loved. Sorry. Welcome to Getting Loved 101. I also love how you drew the wing. Trackpad. Um, this is trackpad art. Um, um. Okay, that's next. Fucking trackpad artists scare me. I can't figure that shit out. Those people are a different breed. You guys are fucking built different. Um, um. Yeah, trackpad. Um, I can't control my trackpad enough to yeah, yeah. My art's not good, but I did this on a trackpad. Like, dude, my guy. And that's fine. We're saying, give yourself a little more friggin' credit, dude. Um, no, I love how you translated the palette. I love those clouds. They're so soft and flowy. Um, I love the pose, and I love that, like, you used the gray to lighten to darken for the shadows of the other limbs that would be hiding behind. I love the line art. It's clean as shit. Um I love the hair. I'm in love with the hair. It's so pretty. Um yeah, your lines are, see, you tapered them with the eraser tool. Dude, that's so much work. Dude, that's so much work. Like, it looks really frigging awesome. But this, like, I don't think my art's that good. Like, you gotta give yourself more credit, my guy. You're doing just fine. You're doing fantastic. This looks like basically identical to the official style. So, like, dude, my guy. Yeah, no, this is beautiful, and like, I love your line art so much. It's so clean. I love the pose and the eyes, and like, yeah, you're like, you are selling yourself short, my guy. You are definitely selling yourself short. Um, So I expect something badass for this month. You got a whole 6 colors to play with. And they aren't crazy like they were in May. I just gave you the rainbow. So that is the whole of the compliment stream. Oh no, not the expectations. I know you can do it. I know you can make something badass. I know you guys can make something amazing. I don't care what. That's up to you. Figure it out. But you have the rainbow. Go crazy. And yeah, that's the compliment stream for this month. I will. This is how we're gonna do it. Next month will be a little crazy because it is July. Therefore, July is Art Fight. So that means I will post for the Discord half of the live stream to start in the second. The second is when the Discord one will go up. And then the fourth is when the Bsky one will go up. So you guys will have a few minutes to post that. The Discord community live stream will be on the 6th, and the Bsky community live stream will be on the 7th. I am going to be very busy next month because my goal is always to do more attacks in Art Fight than I did the year prior. And last year I did 20, so this year the goal is 21. So there's that. If you don't know how Art Fight works and you are interested in joining Art Fight, you are welcome to join my Discord community, which is linked in my bio on Bsky, and it's linked in my about on Twitch. And I will happily explain it to you. You can watch my VOD from last night, in which I did explain it. But I'm happy to explain it again, or if anyone has any other questions. And yeah, I will see you guys for more probably KH3 next Monday at 7 p.m. We are still currently running around the Caribbean. I need to do a bunch of level grinding and lucky emblem hunting because we're playing KH3 on critical, and it's very mean. But Oblivion will be mine. That's the point. But until then, I will see you guys next week at 7 o'clock on Monday. So I appreciate you guys for coming and hanging out and chilling out with me, and I appreciate all of you for giving me your beautiful art and allowing me to compliment on it. I appreciate you guys a lot. Thanks.